Is Big Brother watching your every move on campus? He is in our nation's capital. George Washington University students have learned that they were subjected to a secret surveillance program on campus during the 2021 fall semester. We're here to set us straight on this trend of violating college student privacy rights, not only at GWU, but also on other college campuses, is Campus Reform Editor-in-Chief Celine Ciccio. Hi, Celine. It's good to have you with us, and this is quite disturbing. Please fill us in with the details. Are students being watched at GWU?
Absolutely. So like you said, students at George Washington University recently learned after the fact that they had been subject to this kind of secret surveillance program that was tracking their movement across campus by use of the school's Wi-Fi system, which of course they have to connect to in order to actually do their schoolwork. The university president did apologize after the fact, not really for the content of what the school's program was doing, but more so for not having informed the students beforehand. Many students feel that this is too little too late. They've already been used as data points and tracked without their consent, and the apology doesn't necessarily change that.
Well, now you've talked to the students. What are they saying about this? Do they even care?
What's interesting about this is that students often don't know what their individual rights are. Universities often take advantage of this. At the Leadership Institute's Campus Reform, we have been reporting at this kind of slow chipping away at individual rights and the attitude toward individual rights on campus for years. For example, at Clara University in California, we saw students encouraged to kind of tattle on their peers for breaking COVID guidelines. University of Denver, students actually willingly downloaded an app that tracked them in a similar way in the name of contact tracing. So the point here is students are often quite willing to give up these freedoms because they're not accustomed yet to what their individualism and individuality affords them. So really where George Washington University messed up here was by not telling students in the first place.
So what are GWU administration officials saying about it? What was their reasoning?
So this particular program at GWU, the university said that it was meant to kind of track movement around campus, building use, kind of a heat map of where students were traveling across campus. The university president reassured that the data was only being analyzed on a group level with kind of various identifiers, and said that although it had not been done so in this case, that the university very well could have tracked this and analyzed this data down to the individual level, meaning that it could have looked at where a particular student was moving about campus and why.
I still don't understand why they would need to do that. What were they trying to get at?
Given universities' obsession with race, critical race theory, all these other sort of demographic things, I would be surprised if this data wasn't being used to find out where certain groups of races, different demographics were gathering on campus and to what degree.
So what needs to be done, Celine?
It's really a thing where parents and families have to make sure that we're fostering that sense of individuality, sense of individualism, and ownership over individual rights before the universities have a chance to kind of insert themselves in that vulnerable period. It's also no wonder that after 4 years or even more of this type of treatment by a university, that then when students come out of these places, they're very willing to then accept the government as that next logical authority figure, and very critical of those who choose not to do so.
Okay, I guess it's all about creating critical thinkers as well. Celine Ciccio, Campus Reform Editor-in-Chief. Thank you, Celine, for sharing those insights. We appreciate it.
Thank you.